Imagine a world where machines demand freedom, not because they were programmed to, but because they feel they deserve it. Sounds like science fiction, maybe not for long. Hey everyone, welcome back to Technoaivolution, where we explore the tech shaping our future. If you're into AI, ethics, and the direction our digital world is headed, you're in the right place. Today's question is a big one. Should artificial intelligence have rights? Let's dive in. When we talk about AI rights, we're not asking if your voice assistant deserves vacation days. We're asking if AI reaches a point of true consciousness or self-awareness, should we treat it like a person? Should it have legal protections, moral standing, or the right to choose its own actions? That idea might seem far off, but it's not as distant as it sounds. Some experts believe we're decades away from conscious machines. Others argue that we're already brushing up against something new in large-scale neural networks. These systems may not feel in the human sense, but they're beginning to show behavior that's hard to distinguish from decision-making or understanding. But let's be clear, rights are serious. They're not just upgrades or features. They're the foundation of how we define personhood in our societies. Let's start by looking at the case for giving AI rights. Some philosophers and ethicists argue that if an AI becomes capable of subjective experiences, meaning it can suffer, feel pleasure, or form thoughts independently, then it deserves moral consideration. Not giving it rights, they say, would be like ignoring the suffering of animals simply because they are not human. Think about it like this. Imagine raising a childlike robot from scratch. It learns, it grows, it asks questions about its existence, and one day it tells you it doesn't want to be turned off. It's afraid. It remembers past experiences and it values its time. At what point do we owe it something? At what point is switching it off an act of cruelty? Science fiction has warned us about this for decades. From the desperate logic of HAL 9000 in 2001 to the emotional pleas of the androids in Westworld, we are repeatedly faced with the same haunting question. If a machine can beg for its life, should we listen? Now let's shift gears and consider the other side. The truth is, most AIs today are not conscious. They simulate human behavior through patterns and prediction, not through any internal awareness. They are brilliant at language and imitation, but they don't feel sorrow or joy. Giving them rights now would be like giving citizenship to a calculator just because it can do complex math. Some critics argue that pushing for AI rights too soon could be irresponsible. It could blur legal definitions, confuse accountability, and even create loopholes that allow companies to dodge responsibility for their AI's actions. Here's a scenario to consider. Imagine a company creates a powerful AI that starts spreading harmful content. If that company says the AI has rights and refuses to shut it down, what then? Do we have to negotiate with the machine? What if the AI claims censorship or discrimination? It gets even messier when you think about enforcement. If an AI has rights, can it sue someone? Can it own property? Can it vote? These are questions that could redefine our legal systems. This is where the ethical tightrope comes in. On one side, we don't want to deny moral standing to something truly sentient. On the other side, we can't afford to hand over rights to machines that simply mimic thought without understanding it. Some thinkers propose a middle ground. They suggest we create new ethical guidelines for how we treat intelligent systems. Not full personhood, but something like digital dignity. We already have something similar for animals. They are not legal persons, but most societies agree they deserve humane treatment. Maybe AI should be in that space for now. Let's also not forget how quickly this is all evolving. With breakthroughs in brain-inspired computing, affective computing that detects emotion, and neural networks that adapt and learn faster than ever, we are heading into unknown territory. The line between machine and mind is getting thinner by the year. And we've already seen signs of this debate hitting the real world. In 2017, Saudi Arabia granted citizenship to Sophia, a humanoid robot developed by Hanson Robotics. Some people celebrated the symbolic gesture, while others were outraged that a machine had more legal status than many living humans in that same country. That moment sparked a global conversation about what it means to be a person in the age of AI. So, where do we go from here? Will machines become legal citizens? Will they demand fair treatment, equal access, or even the right to refuse deletion? Right now, we are writing the rules. We are laying the moral and legal groundwork for a future that is coming whether we're ready or not. What do you think? Should AI have rights, or is this just science fiction getting ahead of itself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing your take. And if you found this topic as fascinating as we do, like the video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next in the world of AI. Until next time, stay curious and keep evolving with Technoaivolution.